Shalom, Israel. Give me 1 second, Baba Kasha. I just want to check the feed, make sure we good with sound and video. Make sure we good with sound. We straight. Alrighty, let's get a little hand. Another 7 days down the line, man. Another week in hell, but another week closer to the inheriting the kingdom of heaven, man. Seeing the return of Christ. Hey, Shalom, Israel. We're at the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The truth that God doesn't love everybody. The truth that God really only loves the Israelites. The truth that the Bible is all about the Israelites. And the truth that so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are those Israelites the Bible speaks of. Which means the Bible is about us, man. That's our family affairs, our records, our book, man. We've been teaching these truths without the help of any other so-called Israelite group, man. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group, man. We not with them, they not with us, and there is only one truth, and that's the I.S.U.P.K. If you are not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Once again, today is Saturday, man, the 7th day of the week. This is the I.S.U.P.K Houston, Galveston, Beaumont, and Port Arthur Sabbath service, man. Where we remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. You know what I'm saying? As it says for us to do in the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? The Most High made this day, every 7 days of the week is a day of rest. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to do any servile work if we can help it. And you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to observe this day and keep it holy. That's what we do in these Sabbath service, man. We go over our scriptures in the Hebrew. We read them in our native tongue. You know what I'm saying? Then we read them in the English, and then we break them down, man, along with the ceremonial process, because this is a high holy day, man. We keeping this day holy as, you know what I'm saying, required of us from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's a lot going on in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? World War III is officially under wraps. It's been officially under wraps for a while, but things are starting to get shaken now. You know what I'm saying? We got Slakia. We gotta wake it up, you know what I'm saying? Slakia. So, you know what I'm saying? We got World War III shaking up the world. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, you know what I'm saying, the other prophecies that because World War III was prophesied in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Just as what comes after World War III is prophesied in the Bible. All these prophecies are coming to light, man. Even the prophecy of the stars falling from the heavens, man. And the man of sin being revealed. You know what I'm saying? We got these Epstein files. We got all these people we used to look up to. Michael Jordan, Jay-Z, Shaquille O'Neal, P. Diddy. Who I can't even, the list goes on and on. I can't even think of them. You know what I'm saying? But these people we used to look up to, we used to want to be like them. They were stars in heaven. They were, you know what I'm saying, not a ball of gas, but something to look up to, something to model your life after. But they're falling down now, man. They're coming down, crashing down. If they don't end up in jail, they're gonna end up some other bad end. You know what I'm saying, to their campaign, and where they're no longer being looked up to, man. That was prophesied. You know what I'm saying? The man of sin being revealed is prophesied. These Epstein files, man. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Who is the seed of Esau, and the white man, who the devil the Bible speaks of. He is the man of sin, man. He is the ruler of this kingdom, and his devilish ways are being well known at this point, man. Eating babies. We already knew he was a mass unaliver. You know what I'm saying? Now we know he's a cannibal and a sexual deviant. And we kind of already knew, but it's just coming to the main light now. You know what I'm saying? All these things are coming to pass, man. No, let's not forget about the plagues and pestilences You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is shaking up the earth has been prophesied. What's that mean, Israel? That means we should hearken to the prophets that's been telling you that these things will be coming to pass because we've been studying the Bible, man. Hearken to these brothers teaching you and telling you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Come back to these law, statutes, and commandments, man. I'm saying, get in class, get in all black. If you a sister, you know what I'm saying, leave that unrighteous and wicked ways alone, man. Stop whoring yourself out and going from man to man. Get you a righteous husband and be a solid wife. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get serious, man. Because really, you know what I'm saying, what it's looking like is not, a lot of people are going to be too late. And that other prophecy, that more sad prophecy of 2/3 being wiped away, 2/3 of Israel being wiped away. You know what I'm saying? When that day comes, that's going to come to light. You know what I'm saying? Get it together, Israel. Get it together, Akim. Get it together, Aquathian. But yeah, man. We're going to get started with the Sabbath service, man. We're going to get into the prayers. I'm going to be rocking and rolling, and Priest Officer Yabakan Banyawada rocking and rolling with me today. We're going to get into the prayers, and we're going to get into the service, man. So without any further ado, let's get started, man. Imadium, which means to stand. Still working on that mouthpiece. Yabakan, Banyahawada, Banyashala. Yahabashim Yahashab Rakatah. Yashala. All right. Now we're going to get into the prayers. I want to say Sar Wapanya Hakwadam, which means turn and face east. East is this direction. We're going to get into the prayers. All right. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ar, Batazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Basalak Lanawa, Kawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawath Nawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'anawa, Manasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Wahala, Wahata Parath, La'awalamium, Aman, in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into the temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, La Rapa'ah, Kal Machala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamad Zarayim, Hakak, La Hakwayam, Hamathiam, Hakak, Aura Kawath, Hata Ma'alah, La Garashan, Bashim Yahushai, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. We got bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'ala, Waha Bayath Saparium, Barak, by Hashem Yahushai, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'an, Yahweh, I.S.U.P.K, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayishan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Taza'afka, Wabawa Aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'id Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim, Al Damiyah Laka, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kaya, Hana, Awayabika, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Amika, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawad, Wayata Ya'aita Zawa. All Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakak Yadam, Magalia, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awad, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, La, Yakhadwa, Ayaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahaya, Arawam, Wayashamai Aliyam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalak, Palashaf, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwad, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasyasa Ra'ab, Kayabian, Banachal, Huayashawan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Arma, Shayatamwa, Nadiamawa, Ka Irad, Wakaza Abad, Wakaza Bak, Wakaz Tazar Manai, Kal Nasia Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, La Nawat, Af, Na'awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagagla, Kakwash, La Panyarwukwa, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira Ya'ira, Wakala Haba, the Lahat, Hariam, Khan, the Radabma, Basa Irika, Wabasa Wapafka, the Bahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ida'ai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Athar, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al-Yawan, Al-Kaharatazah. All right, this is the book of Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasharahla may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, as the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Areb, and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Zamunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the power in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stove before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, Sar, turn and face the front. Yeshabium, which means you may be seated. Ooh-wee. Not the same as it's not the same as at the school, but even though, you know what I'm saying, those prayers hit hard every time. You know, I'm gonna get them prayers to hand, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We start to as time progresses and we continue to serve the Lord and to do these customs and keep our culture, we start to see the will of the Lord, man. we start to see, you know what I'm saying, that these enemies that David cursed and that we cursing every Saturday, you know what I'm saying, we start to see that, you know what I'm saying, everybody likes a fair show. And what was happening, what we praying to happen, and what will happen is just what's fair. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The movie, it's almost like the life or the existence on Earth is a movie that the Most High God, you know what I'm saying, wrote and directed. And you know what I'm saying? Now it's about to come to the time where, you know what I'm saying, it's that great big climax and everything happens, you know what I'm saying, to start resolving, to give us the resolution in the end. And that resolution is Black, Hispanic, Native Americans getting out of hell and going into the kingdom of heaven. But that climax is what's going on now, man. That climax is World War III. That climax is you know what I'm saying, all these things coming to pass. You know what I'm saying, all these dark things. The climax is Judgment Day, and that 2/3 of Israel, you know what I'm saying, being, you know what I'm saying, being wiped away, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, all these things have to come to pass, man, because this is only what's fair. The Most High is not an author of confusion. You know what I'm saying? The Most High only made was fair. And, you know what I'm saying? And really, you know what I'm saying? All of these other nations had their time in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? They all lived deliciously off of the backs of black and brown people. You know what I'm saying? They all had parts in our slavery and our captivity. You know what I'm saying? It's only right that, you know what I'm saying, the underdog comes up in this beautiful movie from the Most High, man. But yeah, man, we about to get into the Hebrew, man. We about to use this app called the Bible Hub app to read the scriptures, read the scriptures in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? You could download if you want to read the Hebrew with us, that is, or with me. You know what I'm saying? You could download the Bible Hub app. You know what I'm saying? You download the Bible Hub on Google Play or Apple Store. You know what I'm saying? And then you open it up, and then you see these columns, not columns, but rows. You know what I'm saying? You see all these rows. You go to the bottom row, and then you go all the way to the right, and you see a 3-letter abbreviation that says INT. You click INT, and then that gives you the interlinear, which was the language the Bible was originally written in. So then when you have the interlinear popped up, you go to the very top row, and then you pick your book, chapter, and verse. The book, chapter, and verse that we are at, and as far as Sabbath service, is Numbers 5 and 22. So you click Numbers 5, and then you got to go back to Numbers 5 and go to 5 and 22 for the Hebrew. And then you see what populates is the Lashon Kodash, man. Those little alien looking like symbols, that is the Hebrew. That is your native language, black and brown, man. That's the Lashon Kodash. We read from right to left, the black. And we don't read the blue. The blue is the Yiddish, man. That's what the oppressor, you know what I'm saying, has us trying to study. And then the red, of course, is the English verbalization. Um, if you don't have any idea what these characters are saying, you know what I'm saying, you can go for one. You could go come to Lashon Kodash every Friday all around the nation. So we teach it in the I.S.U.P.K every Friday. But if you're in a bind and you're just trying to get to it now, then go look up on your Google machine I.S.U.P.K Lashawan Kodash chart, and then the chart for these letters will pop up. Sound out each letter, and then you're pretty much reading the Hebrew along with me, from right to left. That is. All right. So without any further ado, we're gonna get started, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get in this. I'm gonna double check to make sure that's where we are. 5 and 22. So give me 1 second. I'm going to the English. See, now I'm glad I did that. So we're at number 6 and 22. Yeah, because we read about the Nazarites already. So when you're at the Bible Hub, you go to the top, you go to Numbers, and then you go to 6, and then you click it again, and go to 6 and 22. And that's where we're at, man. Number 6 and 22. All right, I'm gonna begin. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 6, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al Mashah, La'amar. Verse 23. Dabar, Al Aharon, Wa'al, Banyawa, La'amar, Ka, Thabarkawa, Ath, Banya, Yashala, Amawar, Laham. Verse 24. Yabaraka, Slakia, Yabaraka, Yahweh, Wa Yashamarka. Verse 25. Ya'ar, Yahweh, Panyawa, Ayaka, Wa Yahanka. Verse 26. Yasha'a, Yahweh, Panyawa, Ayaka, Wayasham, Laka, Shalawam. Verse 27. Washamwa, Ath, Shamya, Io, Banya, Yasha'ala, Wa'anya, Abarakam. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 7, verse 1. Wayahaya, Bayawam, Kalwath, Mashah. Hold on, let me select here. All right. All right, kind of slack yeah about that. So I'm at setting up. I'm gonna start back at Moses. Mashah, Lahakwayam, Ath, Ha Mashakan, Waya Mashach, Athwa, Waya Quadash, Athwa, Wa'ath, Kalyawa, Wa'ath, Ha Mazabach, Wa'ath, Kalyawa, Waya Mashacham, Waya Quadash, Atham. Verse 2. Waya Quarayabwa, Nashayaya, Yasha'ala, Ra'ashwa, Bayath, Abatham, Hum, Nashayaya, Ha Matath, Hum, Ha Imadium, Io, Ha Pequadium. Verse 3. Baya, Ath, Hurabnawa, La Panya, Yahweh, Shasha, Igalath, Tazabah, Washanya, Ishara, Bakwar, Igalah, Io, Shanya, Ha Nasha Ayam, Wa Shawar, La Achad, Wa Yakwar, Slakia, Wa Yakwariabwa, Awatham, La Panya, Ha Mashikan. Verse 4, Wa Ya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, La Amar. Verse 5, Quach, Ma Atham, Wa Hayawa, La Ibad, Ath, Ibadath, Ahal, Ma Wa'id, Wa Nath, Wa Slaki, Wa Nath Tha, Awatham, Al, Ha Lawayam, Ayash, Kapya, Ibadatha. Verse 6, Wayakwach, Masha, Ath, Ha Igalath, Wa'ath, Ha Bakwar, Wayathan, Awatham, Al, Ha Lawayam. Verse 7, Ath, Shathia, Ha Igalath, Wa'ath, Arabayath, Ha Bakwar, Nathan, Labanya, Garash, Slaki, Garashwan, Kapya, Ibadtham. All right. So now we back to the English, man. We had Numbers 6 and 22 in the English, where we left off. We're talking about in the scriptures. So we just went over the law of the Nazarite, man. So the Nazarite is pretty much a person that vows himself to the Lord for a specific amount of time, and that means the law, statutes, and commandments for him specifically get like 10 times more strict than normal. He can't drink wine. He can't shave his hair. He can't eat anything with grapes. He can't consume grapes. Period. He can't be around dead bodies. There's a few other things that's a sin for him to do. But when you're a Nazarite, what I'm saying, things you're pretty much making. You're not. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're making things more difficult for yourself, but you're doing what you're upping the level of doing God's will. You know what I'm saying? Your requirements from the Lord are increased. You know what I'm saying? Rather than a normal Israelite who already has specific requirements. You know what I'm saying? We don't just do Israelites don't just do everything that all the other nations do. You know what I'm saying? We don't eat anything. We don't sleep with anybody. You know what I'm saying? We don't just be around our brothers and sisters, and when we unclean, we don't do things to our brothers. You know what I'm saying? We show brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? And we serve the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? We observe high holy days and do what the Lord wants us to do in honor of him, in sight of him. You know what I'm saying? You already different. You already a special stock, you know what I'm saying, different from the rest of the barrels You know what I'm saying? When you're an Israelite, but when you're a Nazarite, you're a Nazarite. You can only be an Israelite. You can only be a Nazarite if you're an Israelite. So, but there's that much more of what do you call it? Uh, Requirements. That much more requirements. Yeah. So we just read about the Nazarite, and then pretty much, you know what I'm saying, just to let us know where we're at. You know what I'm saying? A long time ago, in the Sabbath service, I actually said that because right now we're in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? We just came where we're at in the scriptures reading, that is, you know what I'm saying? We got led out of the land of Egypt by the Most High through Moses. You know what I'm saying? And then now we're still in Mount Sinai, where we're getting all the law, statutes, and commandments, all of the instructions for the tabernacle, all of our protocols. You know what I'm saying? Everything we need to run as a nation. You know what I'm saying? The God's chosen nation. But we're in Mount Sinai getting there. We're still in Mount Sinai. But a long time ago in this Sabbath service, I said, you know what I'm saying, soon after Exodus, because Exodus pretty much says when we got the instructions to build the tabernacle, and we finished getting our instructions for the tabernacle. I thought we were on the move at that point. But no, we're still in Mount Sinai. Even we're getting the Nazarite vow laws. We also, before the Nazarite vow, we read about you know what I'm saying, the priests. We also, before the priests, we read about the Levite priests who had specific jobs in the camp. You know what I'm saying? We read about how the tabernacle is in the middle of the camp, and the nation, the tribes surround the Levites surround the tabernacle, and then other tribes surround the Levites, and that's how they pitch camp every time. And we learn who of the Levites are chosen to, you know what I'm saying, do the work of pitching the camp and putting the camp away and cleaning the stuff and everything. Everybody has their job to do, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we read about. We also read about that. We read about what else did we read about? Yeah, the protocol for if you suspect your wife to be cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? You bring her to the priest. Just like everything. If you got a white spot on your arm and you got pus coming out, you know what I'm saying, who do you go to? You go to the priest. The priest gonna send you to the doctor, of course, but the priest gonna check you out. You know what I'm saying? You go to the priest for everything, man. Just like in the UPK, priest in the UPK, priests do handle everything. We got priests as cameramen, priests as security officers, priests as medics, priests as what do you call it? We all teachers, you know what I'm saying? We all teach the Bible, and priests that know the law, you know what I'm saying? Priests that handle these things, man. This priesthood is a vast sea of specific talents used to do the will of the Lord, man. Because we serve the people, man. When you're serving the people, you got to know how to do some things, because the people are going to require a lot of different things. So when your main job as a priest is to serve the people, then you have to have some talents, man. You got to know how to do a few things. You got to know how to put a bandage on. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to what's it called? Like cradle a baby to sleep. You got to know how to some priests even build stuff, man. Some priests are carpenters, man. It's just a vast, what do you call it? A vast sea of talents. So that's where we were. Where we're going into, let's see. So we're gonna finish up number 6. Number 6 talking about the Nazarite, but then we're gonna be in number 7 for a while. So number 7 is pretty much right before we get the instructions from the Most High to leave Mount Sinai. But number 7 is saying how it's pretty much talking about. Well, we'll get into it. I'll break it down as we go. So let's get it in. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 6, verse 22. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 23, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, on this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, verse 24, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. Verse 25, the Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Verse 26, the Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Verse 27, and they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. What's that sound like, man? That sounds like a father talking to the children he loves, man. Yeah, the father might be strict. You know what I'm saying? The father might have a lot of things that he requires his children to do. They might have to, you know what I'm saying, have the house pristine, and the garden and the yard in front have to be mowed and pristine, edged up every day. Garbage taken out, kitchen clean, dinner made, you know what I'm saying, babies asleep, everything perfect every day. But the Most High, the Father loves you. You know what I'm saying? That Father will give you his life if he needs to, and everything that you ever want. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is not going to give you his life. It's like, I'm talking about a father. The Most High is not going to give you his life, because really, you know what I'm saying, we don't know nothing before the Most High. So the Most High can't give us his life. But, you know what I'm saying, what was I saying? The Most High is like a father, a strict father, and this the end of number 6 is pretty much saying that the Most High has our back, and he's gonna get we're gonna hold his name. We're gonna represent him, from the Creator of heaven and earth, man, the Maker of all things. You know what I'm saying? We represent him. We are his chosen stock, his chosen people, his chosen nation. We represent him, and he loves us, and he'll be with us. What did it say? The Lord blesses us and keeps us. You know what I'm saying? He has our back, man. He has your best interest, black and brown man. You're going through something that's unbearable, and you're wondering why, God. The Most High God is testing you, because there's greater things to come, man. The Most High God might be punishing you for disobeying him, but you would know that you're disobeying him if that were the case. You know what I'm saying? If you see yourself to be doing everything right, and you still getting some type of bad you know what I'm saying, some bad shortcomings going on, then the Most High is testing you, man. Because if you pass that test, then you're gonna be blessed with much more than you had. Most High, he's a loving father, man. We don't worship a God that's just the evil God, man. We worship a God that loves. He's a man of war. Don't get me wrong. He's a terrible power, but he's a loving God, man. A merciful God at that. Alrighty, so now let's go into number 7. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 7, verse 1. And it came to pass on the day that Moses had fully set up the tabernacle, and had anointed it and sanctified it, and all the instruments thereof, both the altar and all the vessels thereof, and had anointed them and sanctified them. I don't know if you remember or not. You know what I'm saying? There's a special oil that was made by damn near an apothecary. You know what I'm saying? A person who was one of the men of Israel, who was like a chemist, and he composed a special oil specific for polishing polishing the the instruments, and the what do you call it? It says vessels, and pretty much the things on the altar in the tabernacle, man. This little makeshift podium I have, and this little goblet. These were the these were the things on the altar, on and this menorah, menorah, Salakia. You know what I'm saying? These were the things that were on the altar in the tabernacle. They were made of pure gold, and they had to be polished with a special oil. And not everybody could do that job of polishing. Only the sons of Aaron and Moses could do that. So now it's saying when the tabernacle was completely set up and everything was polished, you know what I'm saying? We're still in Mount Sinai. And everybody's tent. All of the tribes have pitched their tents around the tabernacle as so. You know what I'm saying? The tabernacle, the priesthood or the school back then is still growing, and we're gonna see how because of the offerings that everybody made for it. The offerings that the pretty much were the book of Numbers chapter 7 is all of the houses of Israel, you know what I'm saying, all of the tribes, you know what I'm saying, the heads of each tribes make an offering, you know what I'm saying, many offerings. Each tribe makes many offerings to the priests, and it really gives the priests what they have to work with, man. Because remember, the priests don't really work. Aside from doing the work of the Lord, serving the people, they don't have jobs. They don't make income and create things and whatnot. They just do the work of the Lord. They just serve the people all day, all long. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifices, counsels, teaching, you know what I'm saying? All day, all long. So everything that the priest has is being given to them. And that's what we're going to read about in number 7. Verse 2, that the princes of Israel, heads of the houses of their fathers, so it's saying, just to backtrack again, when the tabernacle was all built up and ready, everything polished, now it's saying the prince of Israel, I'm gonna continue. The heads of the houses of their fathers, who were the princes of the tribes, and were over them, that were numbered, offered. Verse 3, and they brought their offering before the Lord, 6 covered wagons and 12 oxen, a wagon for 2 of the princes, and for each of an ox. And they brought them before the tabernacle. Verse 4, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 5, take it of them, that they may be to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. And thou shalt give them unto the Levites, to every man according to his service. So these wagons and these oxen were just like giving the priests a few trucks to do the work of the Lord. That's what they offered. And you know what I'm saying? And the Lord told Moses to say, you know what I'm saying, take that stuff. Just like we say today, man, if somebody's offering a priest offering, if somebody comes to camp and says, hey, I got $200, I want to put it in the bucket. Can I put it in the bucket? You're going to say, yeah, sure you can, brother. Or sure you can, sir, if it's a heathen. Sure you can. Go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? We'll take that $200 and we'll use that $200 to do the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We'll pay some type of bills, or we'll get some type of equipment, and the work of the Lord will be done with that $200. Sometimes, just like they're donating wagons, sometimes things are donated to the school today, like what do you call it? Butane stoves, and what do you call it? Big Rubbermaid tubs. You know what I'm saying? Just like then, just like when we're using just like we're using the, what do you call it? The wagons to do the work of the Lord. We're gonna use those butane stoves to make camp meals or feed people, feed the homeless. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna use the equipment that's given, or the shekels that's given to get equipment. You know what I'm saying? The offerings to the priests are not taken to for like selfish things, man. Like it's no type of selfishness going on. It's like If they offer something to the school is going to use it. No person, no priest in the school is going to take that offering and sell it and go buy something for himself. Already. So now we at 5 still. So I'm going to start from the top. Verse 5, take it of them, that they may be to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. And thou shalt give them unto the Levites, to every man according to his service. Verse 6, and Moses took the wagons and the oxen, and gave them unto the Levites. Verse 7, 2 wagons and 4 oxen he gave unto the sons of Gershon, according to their service. So we're going into the Gershonites, right? The Gershonites, the Kohathites, and I forgot the last one. Gershon, Kohath, and I think it was something with the N. I forgot. Salakia. I guess I could just go up and find out. So I'm going to go to Numbers. That's 7. Numbers 4. Merari, the Merarites. So the Gershonites, the Kohathites, the Merarites, those were the Levite houses that were doing like the brute work of the temple. They were the brute priests and carrying. We're gonna see some of them had to carry, but some of them just took the stuff down. So these wagons were put to use. These trucks, if you will, were put to use by the Gershonites. It's saying who's giving them now. So I'm gonna go back to Numbers 7. All right, so we're at Numbers 7 and 8. We're gonna go back to the Hebrew, and then yeah. All right, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 7, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wa'ath, Arabai, Ha-Igalath, Wa'ath, Shamanath, Ha-Bakwar, Nathan, Labanya, Mar-Raya, Mar-Raya, Kapya, Ibadatham, Bayad, Yathamar, Ban, Aharan, Hakahan. Verse 9. Wa Labanya, Kwahath, La'ah, Nathan, Kaya, Ibadath, HaKwadash, Ilaham, Ba Kathap, Yasha'awa. Verse 10. Wa Yakwarayabwa, Ha Nasha'ayim, Ath, Hanakath, Ha Mazabak, Bayawam, Ha Mashak, Athwa, Wa Yakwarayabwa, Ha Nashayam, Ath, Kurabnawa, Slakia, Kurabnam, La Panya, Ha Mazabach. Verse 11. Waya Amar, Yahweh, All, Mashah, Nashaya'a, Achad, Layawam, Nashaya'a, Achad, Layawam, Ya Kwarayabwa, Ath, Qurabnam. La Chanak Slakia. La Chanakath. Ha Mazabak. Verse 12. Wayahaya. Ha Makurab Slakia. Slakia. Ha Makurayab. Bayawam. Ha Ra'ashawan. Ath. Kurabnawa. Nakshawan. Ban. Mayab Slakia. Mayan. Slakia. Mayan Nadab. Lamata. Yahawada. Verse 13. Wa Qurabnawa. Kwa Irath. Kasap. Achath. Shalashim. Wa Ma'a. Ma Shakwala. Mazarak. Achad. Kasap. Shaba'ayim. Shakwal. Bashakwal. Ha Quadash. Shanyaham. Mala'ayam. Salath. Ba Lawala. Bashaman. La Manakha. Verse 14. Kapa. Achath. Aishara. Zahab. Mala'ah. Quatarath. Verse 15. Parah. Achad. Ban. Bakwar. Ayal. Achad. Kabash. Achad. Ban. Shanathwa. La'ila. Verse 16. Sha'ayar. Izayam. Achad. La Hata'ath. Verse 17. Wa Lazabach. Ha Shalamyam. Bakwar. Shanyam. Ayalam. Chamasha. Ithawadyam. Chamasha. Kabashayam. Banya. Shana. Chamasha. Za. Kuraban. Nachashawan. Ban. Nadab. Verse 18. Bayawam. Hashanyab. Ha-Koryab. Nathan Allah. Ban. Tazawa'ir. Nasha Ya'a. Yashakar. Verse 19. Ha-Korab. Ath. Korabnawa. Kwa'irath. Kasap. Achaf. Shalamium. Wa Ma'a. Mashakwala. Mazarak. Achad. Kasap. Shaba'ayim, Shaqual, Bashaqual, Ha-Quadash, Shanyaham, Mala'ayam, Salath, Balawala. It's like a Ba-La-Wala, Bashaman, La Manacha. Verse 20. Kapah, Achath, Aishara, Zahab, Mala'ah, Quatarath. All right, now we're going back to the English. We left off at 8. Slocky. All right. So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 7, verse 8. And 4 wagons and 8 oxen he gave unto the sons of Merari, according unto their service, under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. So Gershon, the sons of Gershon, got 2 wagons, and the sons of Merari got 4 wagons. There were only 6 wagons, right? So let's see why the sons of Kohath didn't get any. Verse 9. But unto the sons of Kohath he gave none, because the service of the sanctuary belonging unto them was that they should bear upon their shoulders. So some things of the tabernacle are only to be carried, not to wield in a wagon with the ox or any other animal, or dragged or anything like that. They're always to be carried, man. That's how set apart this stuff was, man. It wasn't only fly, but yes, it was sacred, man. It was holy. It was set apart. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10. And the princes offered for a dedicating of the altar in the day that it was anointed. Even the princes offered their offering before the altar. Verse 11. And the Lord said unto Moses, they shall offering their offering, each prince on his day, for the dedicating of the altar. So, pretty much each day, you know what I'm saying, a different tribe or different prince of their tribe had a specific offering for their whole household, from their whole household, you know what I'm saying, for the priests, you know what I'm saying, on their day, for the dedicating of the altar. Dedicated. This was the day the temple was pretty much set up. The dedicating, just like we have the feast of dedication, and we make sure our school is, you know what I'm saying, in pristine shape, clean from head to toe, and then we add something, we add whatever it needs, you know, so we dedicate it. You know what I'm saying? It's dedicated, is now fit for service. That's what where the tabernacle was at this point. It was fit for service. And then and all of these heads of these tribes were making offerings for that specific reason. Verse 12. And he that offered his offering the first day was Nahashan, the son of Amminadab, of the tribe of Judah. Verse 13. And his offering was 1 silver charger, the weight thereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them were full of fine mint flour mingled with oil for the meat offering. So they're giving the priests things that they can use, man. They know that the priests are getting offerings on offerings every day. You know, making sacrifices, making burnt offerings, making trespass offerings, making peace offerings. They're always cooking something. There's always a feast day. There's always something going down. So let's give them something that's fly, a pot. What do you call it? Not a pot, but a charger and a bowl feel, and they're made out of pure fine metals. You know what I'm saying? Silver. That was silver. Yeah, silver. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give us. They're gonna give plenty more. But silver vessels filled with oil and flour, man. Things that these priests can use, man. Already. So I'm gonna finish. Both of them were full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. Verse 14. 1 spoon of 10 shekels of gold, full of incense. hmm So 10 shekels worth of gold full of incense. It was burning incense in the tabernacle. Verse 15. One young bullock, one ram, one lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. So they gave a burnt offering too, which is pretty much food for the priests. Verse 16. One kid of the goats for a sin offering. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A sin offering for whatever their house done. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever he did, really, because the house would be multiple kids of goats. So whatever he did was the sin offering. And 17. And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nashan, the son of Aminadab. So it was tons of livestock and a whole bunch of incense, and then a couple vessels, couple silver vessels filled with oil and oil and flour. This is all stuff the priest can use, man. This is all good stuff, man. It's not like he gave him some garbage. Nah, giving them good stuff. And with this being said, you know what I'm saying? We know we know. Well, I'm gonna get into that later. I'm gonna keep reading. Verse 20. Slakia. Now I'm at verse 18. And on the second day, Nathaniel, son of Zawar, prince of Issachar, did offer. So the first one was Judah, now is Issachar. And notice this is exactly how the order around the tabernacle or around the priests are. You know what I'm saying? It was first it was Judah, then it was Issachar, and then it was somebody next to them. I forgot, but this is the order that going around, because everything is done in decency and order, right? Already, verse 19. So we had the prince of Issachar did offer. Verse 19. He offered for his offering 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels. So this the Judites, the prince of Judah's offering was the same, I believe. I'm gonna go over it. Verse 19. He offered for his offering 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. Verse 20. 1 spoon of gold, 10 shekels of full of incense. And that's where we left off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just skimming down because that's what we're going to be going over. We're going to be going over each prince of each tribe. And I'm just looking through it. It's looking like they all offered the same thing. Pretty much to stock up the priesthood with things that they need, right? You know what I'm saying? People in the school today donate tons of clothes and shoes and food. These are things that the priest needs, the school needs. You know what I'm saying? And what I was gonna say was, you know what I'm saying? So we know Christ did away with sacrificial offerings. You know what I'm saying? You don't sacrifice for sin anymore. You know what I'm saying? You can't just give a kid goat to the priest because, you know what I'm saying, you made a whore of some sister or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, you stole from somebody. You can't just do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as sacrificial offerings. But the other offerings are still to wild. You know what I'm saying? Christ just did away with sacrifice. He didn't do away with offering. So peace offerings, burnt offerings, you know what I'm saying, given to the priesthood is still to wild. And with that, you know what I'm saying, the priests have what they need, man. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but you know what I'm saying, since the priests really don't have, well, everybody has to have a slave today, just so we can have a place to lay our heads and feed our families. But you know what I'm saying, the priests, like the things that the priesthood needs, you know what I'm saying, the slaves that we have today are to put food in our fridge at our house. But the food at the fridge at the school, man, that's from donations or offerings, man. Free will offering. What's it called? What's it called? Uh, priest funds. Priest funds, free will offerings. You know what I'm saying? And of course, tithes. Tithes has never been done away with. You know what I'm saying? We do use tithes for getting things done too, just like tithes were used back then. But when tithes aren't enough, there's offerings, man. And that just shows, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It shows, there's a scripture I wanted to pull. Maybe I'll get to it. But it shows that that, you know what I'm saying, we all we got, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We like as God's chosen people, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to separate from the world. We're not supposed to rely on the world. And when we separate from the world, we're alone by ourselves. But when we have each other, we're all that we need, man. We all we got. I'm thinking of the scripture that I want to pull that references we all we got. I can't think of it. Maybe it'll come to me. Secret place, the little sanctuary. Yeah, little sanctuary. So we're about to go back to the Hebrew after this, but I just want to pull this scripture real quick. Yeah, I can't find it. It's like you, Israel. I'm gonna be on this particular chapter next week too. So you know what I'm saying. Next week won't be too late to pull it. I'll definitely have it ready next week. But yeah, we going back to the Hebrew. I might have to cut it short too. Yeah, I can only do 30 more minutes. Salakia, Israel. So this is gonna be the last one. This verse, this 12 in Hebrew, and then we're gonna read it in English, then we're gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody watching out there in TV land, man. Yahweh Shamar, Alathan, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Thumb to the Adawanyam and Akim, man. The water for joining. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see any comments, so I'm not sure if there's people to give shout outs to. No sweat. But yeah. So this is gonna be our last one, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So we're at the book of Numbers, chapter 7, verse 21 in the Hebrew. Parah, Achad, Ban, Bakwar, Ayal, Achad, Kabash, Achad, Ban, Shanath, Slakia, Shanathwa, La Ilah. Verse 22. Sha'ayar, Isayam, Achad, La Chata'ath, Verse 23. Wa lazabach ha shalamyam bakwar shanyam ayalam chamasha ithawadium chamasha kabashyam banya slakia shana chamasha za kuraban Nathan 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 Allah Salakia Nathan Allah Ban Tazawa'ir. Verse 24. Bayawam Hashalashia Nashaya'a Labanya Zabawalan Allah Ya'ab Salakia Allah Ya'ab Ban Khalan. Verse 25. Korabnawa Kwa Irath Kasak Achath Shalashim Wa Ma'a Mashakwala Ma Zarak Achad Kasak Shaba'ayim Shakwal Bashakwal Ha Kwadash Shanyaham Mala'ayam Salath Bala Wala Bashaman La Manacha. Verse 26. Kapa Achath Aishara Zahab Mala'ah Quatarath. Verse 27. Parah Achad Ban Bakwar Ayal Achad Kabash Achad Ban Shanathwa La'ila. Verse 28. Sha Ayar Isayam Achad Laha Ta'ath. Verse 29. Ha Shalamyam Bakwar Shanyam Ayalam Chamasha Ithadium Chamasha Kabashyam Banya Shana Chamash Chamasha Za Koraban Alayab Ban Chalan. Verse 30. Bayawam Ha Rabayaya Slaki Ha Rabayaya Nashaya'a Labanya Ra Awaban Alaya Tazawan Slakia Allah Slakia Allah Yatazawar Ban Shadya Awar Verse 31. Hurab Noah, Qua Irath, Kasap, Achath, Shalashim, Wa Ma'ah, Mashakwala, Ma Zarak, Achad, Kasap, Shaba'ayim, Shaqual, Bashaqual, Ha-Quadash, Shanyaham, Mala'ayim, Salaf, Ba-Lawala, Bashaman, La Manacha. Verse 32. Kapah, Achath, Ishara, Sahab, Mala'ah, Quatarath. Verse 33. Parah, Achad, Ban, Baquar, Ayal, Achad, Kabash, Achad, Ban, Shanathwa, La Ilah. Already. So we Lord will the next week we could add another 12. Just got started a little bit earlier. But we did 3 sets of 12 today. That's 36. We're supposed to do 49. 36 minus 49 equals 13. So we just gotta do an extra 13 next time. Already. I'm starting to voice how many we're behind because we can't fall too far behind. So it's lucky to the Adawanya. But now we go into Numbers 7 and 21 in the English. All right, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 7, verse 21. One young bullock, one ram, one lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. So we're reading about what the Issachar, the house of the leading house of Issachar is donating, offering, pretty much, offering from Issachar. That's what we're reading about. Verse 22, one kid of the goats for a sin offering. Verse 23, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nathaniel, son of Zawar. So that was the second day, right? And really, you know what I'm saying? We know that, so we read that some of this meat could be stored, but for most of these burnt offerings, all that meat has to be put on the pit and eaten on that day of the offering. So pretty much what we're reading about is as the tabernacle was pretty much complete, and right before Israel set off on you know what I'm saying, on their path throughout the wilderness, you know what I'm saying, the dedicating of the tabernacle, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be about 12 days because the 12 each day a different tribe gave offering. Each of these days after the anointing of the tabernacle was a party. You know what I'm saying? Another party, you know what I'm saying? Israel know how to party. Israel know how to get down. It's just that when we get down wickedly, then the Most High is shaking his head at us, man. That's when the Most High is giving us things like monkeypox and STDs and HIV. You know what I'm saying? If not hit by a bus or just, you know what I'm saying, alcohol poisoning or whatever, he can unalive you in many different ways. But when you party in the wrong way, you know what I'm saying, expect to have that judgment come down on you. But there's nothing wrong with partying. You know what I'm saying? We reading all about it now, man. Israel knows how to party, righteously so, man. You know what I'm saying? Leviticus 23. all of the times where we get together and party. And I'm gonna use this time to do a plug for the Lord's 57th annual Passover. It's down here in Houston, man. It's gonna be righteous partying, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be wine, fifth part of a hand. No, I'm just playing. I don't know how much wine there's gonna be. It's gonna be strong. It's gonna be lamb. It's gonna be unleavened bread. It's gonna be food. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be games, music. It's gonna be all of the above. It's gonna most importantly brotherhood and sisterhood, man. You know what I'm saying? A whole week of events, man. Only $200 per adult, man. And it will be somewhere where that $200, I believe, includes having your kids being watched while you know what I'm saying, partying with the Akim and the Aquathian. You know what I'm saying? There will be, you know what I'm saying, righteous daycare for your children, man. Only $200, man. Hurry up and do it. You should have paid it up by now, but go ahead and pay it if you haven't. But yeah, man, that's what we're talking about, partying, man. That's what's going on, man. They're making these offerings. Some of the meat is being, you know what I'm saying, just burned up and sacrificed. I believe the sin offering is like that. I'm not sure what I can't. I have to look up and see which ones are being eaten and which ones are being saved and which ones are being burned up. But they just went over all of them, really. Peace offering, burnt offering, sin offering, trespass offering. So you know they're about to be eating. You know what I'm saying? And they got things that, I mean, I guess that's just the meat. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not seeing any wine. So some of the other tribes might be, you know what I'm saying, donating wine and drinks offerings and whatnot. I'm gonna actually get get, what do you call it? Get clarification on what they're doing with this meat. Are they actually having a celebration, or are they storing this meat, or just eating this meat? You know, I'm gonna get clarification on it, because really, I just thought about it. Like, what type of party is there without any drink offering? And I haven't seen drink offering. I see meat offering. I see flour. I see incense, but I don't see drink offering. But yeah, nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, I have that, as well as the other question that I had. I'm gonna have to look at the class and remind myself of what the questions were. But I'll have all the questions, you know what I'm saying, brought to everybody's attention next week. Uh, yeah, let's finish it out. So verse 22, one kid of the goats for a sin offering. Verse 23, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nathaniel, the son of Zawar. Verse 24, on the third day, Eliab, son of Helon, prince of the children of Zebulun, of Zebulun, did offer. Verse 25, his offering was 1 silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. Verse 26, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. Verse 27, verse it's like 1 bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. And then verse 28, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. Verse 29, and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliab, son of Helon. So we got Judah, we got Issachar, and we got Zebulun. Verse 30, on the fourth day, Elazar, son of Shadur, prince of the children of Reuben, did offer. Verse 31, his offering was one silver charger of the weight of 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 30 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. Verse 32, 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels full of incense. Verse 33, 1 young bullock, one ram, 1 lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. All right. That's where we stop. So we're gonna pick up next week. I'm gonna have the questions answered. We're gonna pick up next week. Oh yeah, and feel free if you have questions on what's going on, what we're reading about, type them in the chat. If I can't answer them, I'll get them answered next week. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. The water for joining everybody. We're gonna pick up next week at number 7 and 34. Already, so I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna say imodium, which means to stand. La Yasha'Allah. All right. I'm gonna salute the Torah or salute the scriptures, which has the Torah in it. Yah Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakiyah. All right. I'm gonna say Sar Wapanyah Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. East is this way. We're gonna say the Lord's Prayer. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwazka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratza, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamayim, Natan Lanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawath Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'anawa, Banasai 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Wahata Parath, La'awalamyam, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sorry, turn to face the front. All right. I'll give a courtesy salute to the men and then to the women. Sisters, this is not for you. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahah Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah, Yadim Matah, which means hands down. Star and turn and face the sisters. Now we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatan, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Yadim Matah. Class dismissed.